Bro, I'm not gonna lie, if you listen to trading influencers' advice on prop firms, you're probably going to end up broke. I don't know if these guys don't realize it, but they're telling you to trade on a prop firm the same way they trade on a prop firm. But the thing is, those people are consistently profitable and you're not. Or maybe you are, but I mean, you're probably not if you're watching this. 90% of traders aren't. So you can't expect what works for a consistently profitable trader to work for someone who's not consistent yet. The advice I'm talking about is when they tell you to basically try to pass as quickly as possible, try to get a payout as quickly as possible. Like, don't be scared to buy numerous accounts and then reset them, because all it takes is one payout and you're good. But again, they're consistently profitable. They're confident that they'll eventually catch enough wins to get a payout. Whereas for most traders, they're not as good yet. And they're gonna have to basically rely on luck, which is why only like 5% of traders get funded and only 5% of those traders actually get a payout. So I'm gonna tell you what I did to get me my first 2 payouts from TopStep. I also have 3 funded accounts with them right now. I've also gotten many funded accounts this year from both TopStep and Funded Futures Network. Step 1 is to prove to yourself you can actually follow your plan for 20 trades in a row. If you can't do that, then you have no business trying to pass an eval quickly or get a payout, because it's just not gonna happen. And if it does happen, it's gonna be because of luck. And look, bro, you don't wanna get a payout because of luck, even if it's big. With TopStep, you can get funded in 2 trades. You can get a payout 5 trades after that. Do you not think it's possible to get lucky 7 trades in a row? And if that happens and you do end up getting this big payout, there's a pretty good chance you're just gonna lose all of it. The same way people in the crypto bull run of 2017, I haven't spoken to a single person who made money from that and kept it. Like, they all lost all of it, or they even end up worse than where they started. It's because it was based on luck. Like, there's no skill, there's no plan involved. Follow your plan, 20 trades in a row. Once you could do that, then honestly, I would suggest you try to pass the eval as quickly as possible. So that doesn't mean full pour into every single trade, but the way I do it is I take the trade and then I scale in as it goes my way. So only once I feel very confident in it, or let's say, for example, I entered short here and then it dumps here, I'm like, oh, well, now instead of risking this high, this is like a pretty good place to move my stop. I can basically add and keep my risk the same. Something like that, you know? I'm playing it more risky. Now, instead of needing it to dump all the way to these lows, I only need it to dump to like here, and then I hit the max win for the day. And that's pretty much all I do, is I aim for the max win that I can get for that day. The consistency rule, which for TopStep is 50%, Funded Futures Network is 40%, I think. And I only do this one account at a time. I don't copy trade across a bunch of accounts. Even now, when I feel like a little bit more confident, I've already gotten 2 payouts, I don't really do that because I'm not like super consistent yet. So I would just try to pass one account at a time. And when you do pass, you're basically gonna trade it like it's your own money. The max you should risk, I think, is 10% of the drawdown. So for TopStep, I think the drawdown is 2,000. So the max you should risk is like $200 per trade. That way you can take 10 losses in a row before you blow the account, instead of just like blowing it in the first 1 or 2 trades, which is what happens to most people. That's what happened to me as well on numerous funded accounts. It's not worth it, trust me. And again, when you're funded, I would just say to focus on one account at a time. If you've never gotten a payout, just focus on consistency, focus on following your plan. Don't freaking try and copy these influencers online who are copy trading across numerous prop firms, like max allocation on each one. Like, bro, they're doing that because they built up to that point. They didn't just jump into that right away. And that's honestly, yeah, I would keep trading with that same risk management. You know, there's a lot of micro details that go into it. Like, should you lower your risk when you're on a losing streak? How do you adjust to the different market conditions? All this stuff that, like, you know, that's not really what this video is about. But I promise you, if you can do this and you do it for long enough, you'll eventually get your first payout. And the last thing I'll say is, once you're eligible for your first payout, take it. And I didn't think I would do this. That's why my first 2 payouts are like kind of small in my opinion. I thought I wouldn't take my first payout till I got like the max I could get, which is 5,000 on TopStep. But then I started to think about it, like, bro, will taking this payout improve my confidence and my mindset? Yes or no? And the answer was a very obvious yes, so I just took the payout for that reason. Because in a game where psychology is 90% of it, does it not make sense to do everything you possibly can to improve your psychology? And that means taking your first payout, even if it is like under $1,000 or only a couple $100. Just knowing that you were able to get a payout. And even honestly, just like, maybe you don't have this because you don't make content, or maybe you don't like talk to other traders, but you know how everyone always ask you like, bro, have you even gotten a payout yet? You know, just knowing that that's finally like, you know, out of the back of your mind. You don't have to worry about people freaking clowning you for never getting a payout. It does help. And honestly, I don't think it really matters which prop firm you use, as long as you do your own research and you come to the conclusion that they are legit. They don't have a bunch of weird scammy rules. But I do have affiliate links for a couple prop firms that I like. So if you want to support me and also get the max discount, I'll put the links in the description. And that's it, guys. See you later.